So I'm going to give you an analogy real quick. Who here played sports when they were a kid? Who played football? I didn't play football, I played ice hockey. We were designed to hate football. Because you couldn't play both the same season, right? Couldn't play both, so you had to hate the other one. So, but I know you got a little kid in football, right? What does all kids want to do? If you're playing football, we all think we're better than we are. If we're a sophomore in high school, all we want to do is eventually get where? We want to play where? Where do we want to play? Play in college, then eventually what? NFL. Do we want to play in the NFL or do we want to play in a winning team? And we eventually want to win the what? Super Bowl. And that is every 5-year-old's freaking dream. Dopamine dripping in the mind. I am going to be in the Super Bowl one day. How many of you have been delusional before? There's nothing wrong with delusion. I think it's great. It's not about killing dreams. I just want to teach you how your mind works. And I almost removed this from the event because I taught it, and sometimes people hear this and they miss it. And the reason I say they miss it is they miss the purpose of what I'm about to share. See, what most people don't recognize is we get a goal in life, and let's just call it the Super Bowl. So I'm going to write here, Super Bowl, or get rich, or lots of sex, so whatever it is you want. Does that make sense? Whatever your thing is, okay? Just careful, some of you, because some of you think that you have to go to the Super Bowl to make a lot of money to get sex. It's not required. But the point is, does anybody think I'm going out of way to get people to laugh? The reason is if you get people to laugh, they become more comfortable. And it's not about being inappropriate. We can get people to laugh over almost anything. But in order to make the Super Bowl work, we get excited about things in life, and we get excited about a certain thing. So most kids, what happens is, or anybody, we get into the beginning of the football season, we're 5 years old, or we're late night on TV, we download, we watch the Beachbody videos. How many of you remember those? And you order them. And why do they got to get these in 3 to 5 days? Because you're excited. And excitement is what usually gets anybody started with anything. They're excited, they're pumped, they want to change, they want to do it, they're fired up, and they are ready. So little kids and adults, we get excited. How many of you have been excited about something before? How many of you got a new car? How many of you know this phase? You get a new car, you bring it home, and you have 2 kids. You take one kid around the block with the new car. How many of you have done this? Raise your hand. And then you take another kid around the block with the new car. It's eventually nighttime. You go to bed before your wife or husband go to bed. You go out the garage. You look at it one more time, sniff it. You're proud of it. I did that. And then the next day, you step in mud, get a little mud in the car, and you got 39 more fucking payments. How many of you know what I'm talking about? It's exciting up front. So God, or whatever you believe in, set up our human bodies in a very particular way. The way they set us up is very simple. They set us up so specifically that we're designed to do certain things based on the biochemistry inside of our brains. So one of the biggest things I teach is every word that we use changes the biochemistry and the communication of another person, and it changes the drug formulation inside of the mind based on communication. So we get excited about something. And what happens is, typically when we get excited, our brains go, oh my God, this is great. We get a dopamine rush. We're fired up. Like, oh my God, this is great. I love this. This is awesome. And it becomes your obsession for a little bit of time. See, God put this excitement in our lives so we could get started. No different than breast milk has a little bit of sucrose in it. I don't know if you knew that. The reason is, if it tastes good, the baby will drink it. If it tastes like dog shit, babies die. How many of you understand that? It's got a little sucrose in it. Numbs the palate, makes you drink it. So we get an excitement right away. So a little kid, 5 years old, it's like, oh my God, this is going to be great. Football season, beginning of the season. This is awesome. I love it. This is going to be so much fun. We're going to do this new marketing campaign. Oh my God, this is amazing. I'm excited. Oh man, staying up late at night, bothering your husband, bothering your wife. And then about like 7 days later, because that's about as long as excitement lasts, how many of you realize dopamine is about a 7-day high? How many of you understand that? 7 days. We hit a phase called mundane, and we get bored. We get bored with that project. We get bored with that idea. You know what? It's not really worth pushing this hard to be like Lawrence Taylor back in the day and be like on the Giants, because I'm a Giants fan, and to be like that. So you know what I'm going to do? Let's do it next year. Maybe I'll do lacrosse. Maybe I'll do something else. This Christianity thing isn't working. Let me try I didn't get heaven thing yet. I'll just do the Buddhism thing, and I'll switch to this, and I'll switch to that, and we get SOS, which is shiny object syndrome. How many of you know what I'm talking about? We switch from thing to thing, and we jump from thing to thing to get re-excited again. But let's take this little kid for an example. And let's say we get a fired up kid, so excited, He gets through 5 years old, Pop Warner, all that stuff, high school, intelligently makes it through, stays healthy, gets the health, gets the PT work, makes it through college, gets to the NFL. Finally fights through the mundane over and over again. How many of you realize our ability to enjoy the mundane is what makes us wealthy? How many of you understand that? I gotta entertain myself. I've done this 35 freaking times. I need to make sure I get entertained myself. So I'm here for me, and if you guys enjoy it, that's great. How many of you understand that? A lot of things I could do this weekend, but I'm enjoying it. But the purpose of this is we finally get to the Super Bowl. And we're 33 years old. The ball comes in the end zone. We catch it. We win. Oh my God, this is amazing. I finally made it. I did it. We did it in the locker room. This is pre-new. Can you believe they're wearing goggles to pop the champagne now? Pansy asses, okay? They pop the champagne. Afterwards, the Monday, they're on TV. What are you gonna do next after you win the Super Bowl? I'm going to. And on Tuesday, you're bored. See, the challenge is we spend our whole lives wanting something, and your unconscious mind knows when you get it, you're not gonna be as excited long-term as you were thinking about it. And that's not because it is not because you didn't enjoy it. It's because now you're open for the next thing. So what if I told you the dream you have right now is only the starting point? And it's the block to getting the thing you want. And your unconscious mind, because you're making it such a big deal, that's why you're pushing it away. What if I just said the thing that you want is just one thing you're gonna do on the way? What if you realized how your unconscious mind works, how the box is, making a $100 million company, a $10 million company, finding the love of my life, finally making a relationship work, whatever it is you think you have. What if I just said all that is the next step, and we need to stop making it bigger than it is? Because we're making it bigger, we're making it harder to get. How many of you are getting this? If you are, ding, ding, ding.